I think some of it is just sort of the shock of the unfamiliar, and when you're confronted with an environment or subculture, something that's different from what you know in the sort of traditional sense of the word, you maybe notice more and pay closer attention than you would when things are just sort of familiar and take it for granted. Yeah, I don't like the idea of writing what you know, and I think you know the things you know because you've learned them, and so there's always the possibility to learn more and know more. So for me, sort of the adventure of writing is to be able to discover new things and tackle new subjects, and maybe I have a short attention span. Yeah, very much so. I'm not a dancer. I had to do a lot of research. I don't know how people research anything before the internet, because especially for writing about something so visual and kinetic like ballet, YouTube's actually an incredible resource, because any variation I was writing on I could find 100 videos of. And yeah, it starts in the early 70s and goes through 2002, so it also involved a lot of sort of researching places in the way they were before I was born. So it's maybe more work, but I think it's rewarding. I feel like I learned a huge amount reading criticism of other people's work, especially really high-level criticism, like James Wood. When he does sort of a broad survey of someone's body of work, I think that's really instructive. And I think it's good to think about how other people think about your work, and so watching other people think about other people's work is also helpful. Criticism of my own work, it is helpful, but it's also comes a little late, and you can't really track down, all the copies of your book and edit it in pen or something to fix things. But I think for me, that's just part of being productive, is letting go of the idea that it's going to be perfect, and you sort of accept that you'll never quite be happy with it, and you move on. I really didn't want to be a writer until I was in college, but I feel like probably a lot of people say The Great Gatsby. That's definitely one of mine. I think when you have that sort of slender, perfect, condensed book, it maybe creates the illusion that it's easy. I think, people, you want to sort of create that same sense of effortlessness. So.